Hello, Alina. How are you today?
Hi, Brandon. Very good, thank you. How are you?
I am doing good. It's been a little while since we've had you on the show. Thank you for coming back. How have you been?
Quite good. Busy. That's good. Busy with new projects. Busy with
Oh, yeah.
manufacturing establishing. But was good. All this. I think 6 months ago we've met, maybe seven. Yeah. So all the time
Yep.
busy.
Yep. That's about right. So, lots of time to come up with new products, to perhaps issue some of the products that you had previously announced. What's going on with MiniArt right now? What are some of the latest products that you're excited about?
Yeah, sure. So uh, we were discussing the Puma project we had, and now it's released,
Mm-hmm.
and the sales are quite good. The item is popular, and feedback is good. What we are glad to hear as always, and of course, as we are usually doing, we are releasing new items every month, six, seven, eight, nine, sometimes. So we are in the line, and manufacturing a lot, releasing a lot. As you can imagine, each modification, each project take, as I told you before, it can take 3 years. So when you're
Right.
releasing so many projects in different directions, it's taking a lot of time, and each modification have to be done proper. So it also takes time.
Yep. Well, the talking about the Puma, it ended up being a really nice kit, and I know you've got other versions of that that
Yeah,
have been coming out and that have been
yeah.
announced. So that's good.
As always, we will do more modifications, and if we are speaking already about that, I have prepared few samples what we are working
Okay.
right now, or which were released just now, or which will be released soon. So this is next modification of the project. It's not Puma, it's SWKFZ 234. I know how to show you this. So
All right.
yeah, so right now, as you know, Nuremberg Toy Fair will be in January, and of course, we are preparing a lot of samples for the toy fair. So
Hmm.
I have a lot to show you here today.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's excellent. Uh, yeah, the toy fair. That's always being at the beginning of the year. It always seems to be a good place for manufacturers like yourself to unveil new products. Do you have some new announcements that you will be talking about there that perhaps we don't even know about now?
Of course, I would say that this is the main spot where we are meeting another manufacturers, and of course, our
Hmm.
clients are distributors. Shops are coming as
Right.
well there. So, but it's very nice place. To meet everyone. And I'm not talking only about the clients. It's also nice to see other manufacturers because we can
Right.
discuss the situation on the market. We can discuss the projects. We can discuss, I don't know, some sales or
Mhm.
new development in the manufacturing. Like, I don't know, in our industry, what I really like, we have quite friendly relationship with almost everyone, and it's very nice to see other manufacturers and to just, I don't know, speak, discuss the industry in general. What is the future? How was the year? What is going to be next year? So it's really nice spot there.
That's good. Yeah, it's. I always say a lot of times uh, in this industry, the hobby model kit industry, it's compared to other industries, it's a relatively small industry. So it's good to be friends with everybody. I mean, it's there's no point in making enemies. So the fact that you're able to meet and make friends with all these other manufacturers, that's really nice.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, about the industries. So, of course, we have a lot of friends, you and me, and they're working not in hobby industry. And I can
Right.
see how the processes are there, how they're communicating with the competitors or with the clients. I don't know. In our industry, the relationship much more, I would say, warm, like more
Okay.
friendly.
Yeah.
I don't know. We always ask each other how the family, how children, how parents. I don't know. I don't know. It's really nice community, I would say.
That I agree with that. and on my end, dealing with the end users, the the customers that buy these things, it's the same way. I become friends with a lot of my customers, so it's a nice industry to be in, I think.
Yeah, and in these years, I became friends with a lot of modelers as well. Because with some I've met at the shows in Europe, with some I met on Facebook, and we really, really became friends. So I know the why. For example, the modeler who we were sending samples like years ago, and I was responsible for that. And in the year we became friends. We have met in Japan. They came to Kiev with family. So it's really, really. Nice business not only to work but also to have friends eventually.
Right. Oh yeah. All right. Well, the another one of the models that we were talking about the last time we were together here was your P47, and at
Yeah.
this point you've had a lot of different versions of that, and the most recent one, I've got one back here, the Pacific version, which I thought was very interesting. How's that model been going for you?
Extremely good.
Not specifically the Pacific, but like all the P47s. Has it
Yeah,
been a
in
good thing for you?
general, yeah, in general, the project was very successful. We are very satisfied
Good.
with the quality we achieved, and more coming. I would say that.
Okay.
Yeah, more
Well,
and more
good.
additional details with modifications. More are coming.
Okay.
Actually, we right now we are working not only on new modifications of P47, but also the how you pronounce. We pronounce Junkers, but I think you are saying Junkers. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember we're Americans over here, so a J sounds like a J to
Yeah.
us. So a lot of people say junkers.
Junkers. Yeah.
I hear it Yunker, Yunkers, Junkers.
Mhm.
A lot of people say it a lot of different ways, but we know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So we are saying Junkers, but
Right.
yeah. So we
Okay.
are working on new Junkers. I will show you, but I have to be
Yeah,
careful.
and that's a very interesting kit. That's besides the P47, that's really the second aircraft in 48 scale that
Yeah.
you've done so
Yeah.
far, right? Okay.
Yes, and there will be two more projects next year.
Okay. Out
Planes,
different than the P47 and the Junkers.
yeah,
Okay.
different one. Uh,
Okay.
so I have here next modifications. They told me to be very careful to not spoil everything. So this one there
Oh,
is
okay.
plane, as you can see.
Yeah, that'll be neat.
And one more here with longer wings. So this one, as you can see, this here, their
Okay.
wings are longer. So that will be released in nearest future. Yeah, and we are working on more planes. The P47 was the first for us. We were checking
Mhm.
because I told you before the approaches of the 3D development between the planes and tanks are very different. Geometry is different,
Mhm.
and of course our 3D modelers, 3D designers are specified on the tank geometry. Planes totally different. We had to learn a lot, we were working a lot, but now it's going faster because now they have some experience.
Okay.
So yeah, and this was the first project. We were really, really trying to do our best there, and now we are going to continue because in our opinion it was good project and we can see the feedback from the market is really good.
Okay. Well, I'm excited to see what new projects you have. You mentioned two new
Yeah.
48 scale planes for next year, so I'm excited to see the announcements about those when it's ready.
Me too. Everyone are excited. Unfortunately I cannot tell you the
Oh,
details.
absolutely. You got to leave us in suspense so
Yeah,
we have something to look forward to. That'll be great.
and if we are speaking about the 48 scale, we started to do figures in 48 scale. The
Okay.
first set was pilots.
Nice.
Where is it? Yeah, the Italian and German one. So this is from the set already released, and we are
Okay.
going to do the second set is ground personal, ground stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be German. There's
Okay.
they're so tiny. I'm used to the 35 scale, so when I see the
Yeah.
48 scale, they're so tiny. So and they're
Now
going.
you also have 48 scale like your barrels and the other
Yeah, yeah,
diorama type materials too, right?
yeah. So in the set there will be
Oh, okay.
something like that. Yeah, as you know, we are very concentrate. We are concentrated on the accessories in 35 scale,
Right.
and in plastic there are not a lot of the choice, so we are trying to fill the gaps in proposition to make new more accessories, and it was going quite good for us all the years we have done that. That's why we decided to also do that in for 24 scale and in 48 scale.
Okay. Well, that'll be good. One of the newest boxings of the P47 actually has a lot of that stuff included in the box with the
With the base.
base and all the accessories. That's kind of neat. Is that something that you will possibly continue to do, a full diorama in the box? Okay.
Absolutely, absolutely. And this base, so before, you know, that before we were doing a lot of buildings in 35 scale, the bases,
Hmm.
but that all was vacuum formed. And this one is injected. So
Oh,
it's a bit different manufacturing. No, it's from previous we had.
right,
And of course, we are going to continue because it's quite good to have one box, and you have the plane, the base, accessories, figures, so you have the ready diorama set.
right.
And also we are back to big sets in 35 scale, where we have the boxes and the sign big set, where we also
Yep.
combine few sets we had before but in one box.
Okay.
That kind of combination is quite welcome by the market, by the people. So we are going to continue to do that.
It's a good thing because the modeler doesn't have to try to decide what all do I need to get. He gets it all in one box, and then you just get to build it, and it's a good thing. So I'm excited to see what else you have planned in that series.
Yeah, we have. So our project manager and Alex, my father, they're always. I can see them that they're, oh, let's put here, no, let's add there, add there. And after I'm saying, like, do you understand how much that will cost? Really? And they said, okay, yes, too big. Okay, we can put away some accessories, maybe not that much figures. Is that okay? I said, yeah, that will be better, because also you have to understand that the price of the kit has some limits.
Right. Oh yeah, and you can't have too big of a box either. At some point the box has to be
Yeah,
bigger to accommodate everything. So
yeah, it also has some limits. For, for our latest big set, I think that we have standard boxes. So we have like a few types of the box, and we are just choosing in which we have to put that on one or another kit. And for this last big set, we had to create new type of the box,
okay,
biggest one.
well, you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. What else?
Okay,
So back to the 35 scale, we are going to have in next year we are going to have two big projects in 35 scale.
okay,
Uh, two like middle one. It will be approximately 30 IFV kits, 10 figure sets in 35 scale. We are back with
wow,
our 16 scale. Next year, we are going
oh,
to release some historical figures in 16 scale.
okay,
And of course, there will be accessories in 35 scale, in 48 scale. There will be figures, more figures in 48 scale. So the year will be full with new items, as always.
excellent.
Yeah, every month, as we usually do.
Okay, well, good. It sounds like we've got a full and exciting year of new mini art products to come.
Yeah, 25th catalog will be released at the end of the December, I think, maybe beginning of the
Okay.
January. We're almost finished with the design.
Okay. Now the 2025 catalog, when you release it, will it have all of your upcoming projects for the year, or are you still holding some back?
Yes, no, no, no. We will
Okay.
announce something, but we will, during the year, we will announce more projects.
Okay. Well, we will have something to look at and look forward to in about a month or so, month and a half, and then we're still going to get some surprises throughout
Yes,
the year.
during
So
the
that'll
year.
be great.
But I think it's
Excellent.
even better because you always have something to wait for.
Exactly. Yep. And you're always wondering, are they going to drop something new that I didn't know about this month?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be that'll be good.
And it's
All
so
right.
really great to receive such comments on the social medias or emails when people are asking, will you release this, will you release this, and we cannot share the information. And after
Right.
the announcement, they're, oh, I was asking you 1 month ago about that, thank you so much, I was waiting for it. But it's nice to have such kind of
Yeah.
feedback.
Well, it's good, and it helps that you guys you create good products too. I mean, regardless of what the subject matter is, the quality is good. So, whenever you create something that somebody is interested in, they just buy it. They don't have to worry about the quality or the accuracy or any of that kind of stuff because MiniArt has really put themselves in a position to where people trust the product. So, uh,
Thank you.
it's
Thank
a
you
good
very
thing.
much for such kind words. We're really trying to do that. And the main that we are do not believe that you can achieve the perfection. It's always something that you can improve, always something that you
Yep.
can do better. And we are learning on our mistakes. We know that we are doing mistakes sometimes, but we are really analyzing every and each kit to understand where we have done wrong, and we are trying to improve it.
Oh, absolutely, and that's a good way to look at it, be able to admit that there's room for improvement and always improve the quality, is great. I mean, you can look at, mini art kits now versus years ago, and you can see where you are always improving the quality, um, n everything from the packaging all the way down to the plastic sprues, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, so we really believe in the all details are matters, and we are trying to improve, starting from the, of course, the design, the materials, the packaging, the printing of the boxes, instructions. So we see that we believe that all the details should be improved, and always thinking on all the stages. So we have different people who are responsible for the 3D development, for the instructions, for the after it's going back in injection. On the each position, I know that our colleagues, they're always thinking what and how to improve. That the
Right.
strategy that me and my father want to develop in the company, and that what we are really explaining in the beginning of work when people are starting work with us.
Okay. Well, very good. So you showed us a couple of samples there. Do you have anything else to share with us today?
Yes, so I have the Opel, this one.
Okay.
I'm really scared to break it. I was asking, can you give me some samples because I have the talk with Brandon. So can I have? And they were like, maybe two. I said, no, I need more. But you have to be very careful with it.
There you go.
And the Stuart one, next one.
Which version of the Stewart is this one? I know you've got that's another one of your newer models that you've been doing
Yeah.
various versions of that's been really good so far.
If to be honest, I don't know what is the
You don't
person.
know? Okay. I know that the latest issue, the honey version, those have just arrived and uh, looking like a good kit. Now, is that like the P47 and the Puma? Is this something else that you're going to continue doing new versions of
Yes,
the
yes, we
Stewart?
will, of course, we have planned for the Stewards, we have planned for the Puma project, but some of them are Puma, some Some of them are SDEV KFZ 234, for the Junkers, for the P47. Basically, each project what we are having now have more modifications.
Okay. Well, good. Well,
Of
good.
course, we want to have not like releasing everything in one year. We are dividing. So for this year, will be, I don't know, 10 modification of this project, five of this, seven of that one. And for the
Right.
next year, we are planning other modifications.
Okay. Well, good. It's going to be good to see what you come up with. All right. Well, Alina, the I want to keep these things to about 20 minutes, and we're right there at it. So,
Mhm.
um, anything else you want to add to this? I hope you'll come back on here in the next couple of months, and we can look at perhaps what's new. Maybe when you release the new catalog, we'll have you back on, and we'll talk about some of these exciting new releases that you keep
Yes.
hinting about.
Yeah, I think that we should
So
do
that
that because if I'm not wrong, in the catalog we will announce the big project, or even if not, it will be announced somewhere in February.
well,
In
good. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing all about that. I'm sure whatever you guys are working on, I'm sure it's going to be great. I'm sure everybody's going to be excited about it. So,
thank you, really.
all right. Well, Alina, I hope you have a good evening, and we'll talk to you next time.
Yeah, and have a good weekend.
Okay.
Okay,
Thank you.
bye. Thank you.